glad to be with such a great deal. Here's what I was employed by a very hard player, healthcare. Each know that paid for, and reason. What happened later? I everything that case a lot pretty disappeared. That healthcare would be my responsibility. Okay. I've over the past 3 years that UW provides everything. Really, and you go out there and feel you can. It's terrible. You have to buy health. This year, I have to find out where it's going from here. I can tell you that healthcare is now that I have more today, but it's for relatively well for